Hey girl. So got a new nail tutorial here today, Pressons. And we are going to be replicating this set here that I finished a little while ago. I just hadn't gotten around to finishing it. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this so I could bring y'all new nail videos. So what I have here is I've got some base coat and a really dark blue. I've got base coat and a white, and then I've got base coat here, base coat here, base coat in here. This one is going to be for our water effect. This one is going to be for our shimmer effects, and then this one is going to be for the glitter. So I went ahead and set that out just to give us a little bit of time. I've also pulled out the decals we're going to be using. We've got these cute little fish here. We've got a beautiful flower vase, a couple of little flowers in here. This little lotus here, which I thought was really cute to add to this set. And the foil came from this box of like oriental foils. These are so beautiful. They have cranes in here, water lilies, koi fish, stuff like that. So I love this. But I'm only going to be using from that set this little lily pad and flower in there. So I went ahead and just cut it out to give myself a little bit of time. We're also going to be using this pink to make this kind of ombre Frenchie, and then these two blues as well. So let's go ahead and get started. So I've got two nails that are going to have the water marble, or not marble, it's more of like the water effect is what they call it. So I'm gonna go ahead and start painting on those, and that's going to be the thumb as well as the, I believe, the middle finger. I love that glass stain look, or stained glass look. Very nice. Also, I've already shaped these to the almond shape that I want, and I've already primed them down. I'm trying to save a little bit more time on these videos because I don't need my nail videos to be that long, even though they take forever and a day sometimes. It doesn't mean y'all have to sit through all that, right? So we've finished that. And then for our pointer finger, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with this pink and some base coat on that nail first before adding the pink. So let me just go ahead and do that just so it'll give off that jelly look. And because I'm not gonna go all the way up with the pink. So yeah, let's do that. And then we'll put the pink right on top. I actually did this by mistake when I did the nails before, but because I like the nails to look identical to the other hand, depending on the set, obviously. But I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing. Then on the ring finger, it looks like I'm using this blue. I really should start doing both sets on the same day, but the reason why I do them on different days is because I started out to make sure I like it and it works, and then I film out the next set that I do. So one hand I just do on my own, and then the other hand I film for you guys. And then on this finger, we've got, looks like a marble design that we did in the last video. So I'll go ahead and base coat that one as well. If you have blooming gel, you would do blooming gel here. But I don't have that. I have so many nail supplies that I'm just like, let me just work with what I have. It's very tempting to buy more though. It really is. It's really, really tempting. So at the bottom, we'll put this kind of sage green. We want to make sure it's not too thick. Because like I said before, it's hard for them to set when you do that, even on 60 seconds. Okay. And then I'll put this lighter blue right on top. Love sky blue, is so pretty. I like blue, period. Okay, so we'll leave a little bit of space in between. And just like last time, I'm just going to kind of move it around a bit. Make sure the colors are on the sidewells. All right, 60 seconds is up, so I'm gonna go ahead and do our second layer of the jelly blue. Very nice. Some pink down here. But I'm not gonna go all the way up because I am gonna ombre some glitters. So I don't have to go all the way up. Just enough to cover that base part. Then on this nail, I'm gonna place on a little bit of base coat. I'm actually gonna steal some from here because we won't be needing all of that for the bubble design. And then right on top, I'm gonna take this chrome, see if I can get a better, yeah, chrome here. Look how pretty. Isn't that pretty? Pull it down, maybe you can see it better. Very pretty. So you dip your brush in, or I'm gonna dip my brush in. And make sort of a topper here. And I like to do these as toppers so you can see the color underneath. I don't always do that, but I like how it came out here. And that's gonna do it for now. I'm gonna set these under the lamp for 60 seconds and then I'll be right back. All right, so we've got everything cured and now I'm gonna go in with this white. Okay, so we've got everything cured. Now I'm just gonna pop on some of that jelly white. I thought this would be perfect to place the koi fish on top of. So yeah, just go in with that bubble design. I did this for a swimming pool nail look, which is also on my channel. You should check it out. Okay, so I'll leave that. And then I'll take some more base coat. And then I've got these two glitters. This more darker aquamarine looking one, and then this lighter one. Just actually giving a little lavender. I like that, so we'll do that. See, really pretty. I don't know, for some reason that just reminds me of Aquarius. The sign Aquarius, that's perfect. And then we've got this one. Very lavender, mermaidy vibes, really pretty. So then I'm gonna dip into one of my base coats here. And I'm gonna go with the darker color first, the darker blue. So I just dip my brush in. And then I put a base of that darker blue. Making sure to saturate it in gel so that they encapsulate really well. All right. And then we'll take the lighter. Take that out. And you see the dimension change? How you've got the light, kind of purpley blue with it. I love that. Let's put a little bit more gel so it'll encapsulate well. And then I'll take some of the smaller specks and focus them towards this bottom where the ombre ends. And then that's it for that nail. For the water bubbles, I'm gonna take the biggest dotting tool that I have and just saturate it with that gel, and then go ahead and create my bubbles. For the water effect. And look at that. Very nice. Very nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop these under the lamp for 60 seconds and then we'll be back. All right, everything is set. And on top of my water marble, I'm going to add this super cute kind of blue yellowish chrome powder. Look how beautiful that is. This full set, like I have a set of these. Oh my God, every color is just to die for. Don't need this for the water anymore. Just go in with the remainder. And place that on top. Okay, so dip, just like before. We dip. And my reasoning for this is to make the water look like it's glistening. So yeah, that was the thought process behind doing this. Then I'm gonna take a little bit more of this base coat, just the last of whatever's left. And then encapsulate, or start encapsulating these glitters because I don't want to lose any. So the best way to do that is just to make sure they're encapsulated well. Okay, so I'll set these under the lamp for 60, and then after I finish doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and encapsulate them in my gel base coat mix. file and buff them, and then we will be back with the design part. I've filed and buffed everything, so let's go. So on the thumb, I have this cute little fishy, and then I have this little lotus flower nail decal here, or nail charm. And then I'm gonna use my trusty Model 1's rhinestone glue. Alright, so I'm gonna get my little lamp. So she's on. Now I'm just gonna take a little bit of that glue and pop it right here on the edge. Nuke it. So we'll take our nail foil glue, big enough to get that lily pad on. And I'm gonna set these under the lamp for 60 seconds. And we'll take our foil. While I'm letting that sit, I'm gonna go ahead and get my vase ready. So we'll put a little bit more glue there. And you don't have to let that sit. I just get so anxious when it comes to the foils, because sometimes they don't do right. And I'm just hoping and praying that it's gonna do right. I want y'all to see that up close. Look at that, so pretty. It's so pretty. And I have like a bag full of them, I love it. Silly's get it to sit while I take the foil off and put the other fish on. And then there you go. Set them under the lamp for 30, and then we'll be right back. I forgot we need stems for the flowers in the vase. So I'll go ahead and do that while I've got those under the lamp. I've got this 4D UV gel in this green color. I know it looks really scary, but it doesn't look that bad when you put it on the nail. It doesn't look that bad when you put it on the nail, so we're good, we're good. Okay, so I put a little base coat down, just a little base coat down to make them stick to the nail a little bit easier. I'm gonna go ahead and place this under my lamp to let it set, and then I'm gonna put the flowers on. All right, so all that's over. And I'm gonna put a little bit of this glue down. On each one there, just a little bulb of glue. flowers. You can get these from everywhere, anywhere they sell nail products. And just pop that flower. That vase is, oh my God, she's adorable. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of glue in the middle of each nail, so they, each flower, so they will sit. Put a little bit around. So they will stay. And then I'll put those under the lamp for 30 and put more glue around them before top coating. All right, mama, let's top coat. Everything's all done. I also secured this big lotus flower over here a little bit more with the leftover glue. But we're just going in with a little top coat. Get in all the crevices. But you don't want to have too much in the crevices. And then I'm going to take a dollop of top coat and get all in that flower. That way nothing gets stuck in there, and if something does get stuck in the little flower pieces, you can easily just wash your hands and scrub it out. Just a little thing I had to learn from experience. Definitely want to top coat this mama right here. Make sure she looks nice and shiny, and that the pretty designs will not scrub off of the vase. And we got little plain Jane over here. Still pretty. Please ignore my anxiety fingers, please. And then I am going to set these under the lamp for, I'm gonna do 90. I usually like to do 90 for the top coat so they don't come out sticky at all. And I can go ahead and package them up and put it on the site for sale. So these are gonna go under for 90 seconds, and I'll see you in a minute when they're done. All right, so that is it. These are all done, packaged up, and ready to be sold. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.